All right. Most recent war in DCA. Looked like we're going to be in trouble here. Uh, kind of had that feeling, the almost of um, not sure we're going to pull this one off or not. Coming into the last couple of hours of the war, and it turned out their top guys just weren't very good at all. Uh, so they did have a flurry of attacks late, but none of them really did anything. They didn't get any stars on either of Reaver's bases or on Chris. So the top three cities were unstarred. And as you see, we got 4 stars on the top 3 cities. So that was a good portion of the win. The rest was cleaning up the nines. So here is city number 2. So this was an 11, but it was an 11 that does not have an eagle yet. So really, this is more of a 10.1. And you know what to expect here. So this is so Swan had both his heroes up this war, and he was able to clean up pretty well. He holds, yeah, he had a dragon in the CC, which made this very workable. The big thing really that screws up dragon attacks are hounds. Sure enough, he only got 1 star on city number 3 because of a hound issue, and the same thing just happened to me in the DC war. I got 49% no stars running into TH10, and it really was the hound issue. What happens is you trip the hound with the warden, it pops out, explodes up basically behind the drags. They backtrack, and that extra, 5-10 seconds of dealing with that hound and the pups is what kills the attack. So I'm not sure if he had a scout or if he just got lucky there on this one. Found the dragon, it was okay. So this one I hit, and yeah, this was one Reaver missed. So he sent his warden in behind the drags. The hound popped out, turned the drags around, and missed. This was actually late in the war. My queen is down. The king was down also. I didn't realize it when I attacked. So this was just pure drags, and that's really all you needed for this city. So one of those cases where more actually was less on that one for Reaver's run. So yeah, all you really needed was the drags there, and you had that. And here's Chris. This was the only ground attack high. So he ran ground on city. I think it was city number 3. That was the one I cleaned up. He tried to clean it up after Reaver's missed. He missed on the cleanup. Then I got it like last few minutes of the war. But here he is coming in with a giant. I think he was trying to trip with that. The trip didn't work, but eventually got the hound out. And this was a 4 jump. So I think part of the problem with his earlier attack, the one he missed, he had the spell build just a little bit wrong. He only had 3 jumps instead of 4, and that really kind of messed up that attack. But this one, no problem. I got that city taken care of. And then Sarge, back to the usual running drags here. And this is a pretty standard way to run drags now at this type of base. You go out, pick out the endpoints, and then run up a gut. I didn't actually see where he ran his AQ, but he's also playing with his BK down. So you see we had quite a few players in this war. I think that's why that's where the concern level was. We had so many players with heroes down. It looked like we were going to be in trouble. And then here's JP, and I believe he also ran air. Yeah, so he's. This was actually. I hate this city. I hate every variation of this city. I hate it with a purple passion. So thank you, John, for getting rid of this pile of crap. But yeah, what you got to do really, this is a multi-step process where you got to run something in there to cause the funnel, which he did. He pinched with both his heroes, and then the drags just start going willy-nilly thereabout. But he had just enough to get the town hall, and you see he had one drag left there. If his other one didn't get it, so he definitely had the city beat. That was a very nice run there by John. And then here, this is one John said this was the toughest city for him to go after. He did go after it with his smaller account, and the hound, of course, is kind of running around, running amok. And he's got the basics of his attack moving, the hound's coming back, the hound's going to distract things, and then the pups are going to jump around, etc., etc. He does get two, but that's all he's going to get with John. So you saw he had another spell left there at the end, a freeze that didn't get used, and yeah. So that was that. Might have done better with a heal in there or something like that. And then here's some of the cleanups. So these are the most unfair cleanups ever. 11's dropping down. Just an absolute smash job here. So as you can see, this is Reaver, actually Swan. He doesn't bother with the CC troops at all. He has such an overwhelming advantage with his upgrades, and now with the Warden out there, that he pretty much just flattens whatever he runs into. And then here's Sarge. So Sarge dropped down, same thing. He was this is actually a nice base for Go White. When you see these types of open concentric rings, sort of a deal, you just get in there and zip around. So he starts out with the CC kill, simply using the poison. And then, that's all. That's really what you're seeing right there is what you really want to do. Get him in there and go ahead, do the walk around. He's got some going through the middle, dropping the big rage there. He's destroyed the middle. Now there's not much left. Those wizards, he's got a pretty good P.E.K.K.A. down there at the bottom, punching through things. So yeah, these are really seriously upgraded, fully upgraded units he has there. So he's actually, he's ahead of my 9.1 or my 9.2 now. In terms of upgrades, he's got just about everything there upgraded. I just have the P.E.K.K.A. I'm getting the wizards, I believe, in about 4 days, and I still got the wall breakers also to upgrade. So I'm a little bit behind this. And let's see. So here's John. He came in. This was I think one of the late clears in the war, and so yeah, much like Sarge, pop the CC, kill it, and then he comes in low side, works his way through. So he's got one jump, 2 rages. And he does have a freeze in there. He does freeze that crossbow for a second there. And yeah, right now at this point you can see he's got this. It's just a matter of running around here and cleaning up. And here's Neb, one of our Beowulf jumps, and he's also running golems. I'm not sure what he has in the CC there, if he's got big wizards. I think it might be the wizards in there, or another P.E.K.K.A. Let's see if that ever pops out here. Kind of surprising to have gone this far into the attack. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so it is another, looks like another golem there that he jumped out. So yeah, that's that's this was an unusual city, and that's kind of a different way to run Go Wipe, holding on to that. But obviously, worked out there fine. And here's that famous in battle guy again. So, yes, someone was commenting on this one that things get really busy at the middle, and they do. Raged, hopping, pekkas, and everything right there. It's that's just pretty there. I'm telling you, just a complete cloud of what the heck is going on here. And then at the end, bring the hogs in, get around the wall issue. Yeah, that was. I didn't realize how much of a conflagration there was going on at the center. But yeah, the people watching it seemed to enjoy it. So I think that's the first time I actually watched that attack, but came together pretty well at the middle. Uh, and and yeah, here's Reaver. So we took 2 shots at clearing this. Ayaki got 99%. He forgot one of the builders. I actually didn't forget. He just didn't see it. He was at 99%, so he had a good run. And then Neb came in at 98%, also a good run. So we were right there, within inches of clearing this with 9s. So when you're that close with a 9, and then you pop an 11 in there with a warden, you're in a really strong position, and so that's where we were. And so Reaver comes in and just pretty much dismantles this city, has a rage there, and then also brings the hogs in near the end to help clear it up. So those hogs, you'll see them typically come in when you've got about 80% of the city wiped out if you're looking to use that variant. And here's Gavin. So he actually tried 13. I think he 1-starred the first time he ran it, and then dropped down, cleaned an 8, and pretty straightforward clean here. Should be dropping another spell soon. Yeah, there you go. So he's still has 1 air defense left, but those are decent enough dragons, and they've eaten enough of the city up that he was able to knock that out. So that's actually a pretty good little drag attack. And so John's all Marshall. So this was a I don't know what you call this city. This was just kind of a throw your stuff out there, and I guess that's a word in Arabic. I don't know, but Marshall comes through and cleans that one up for us. So there is a big spread on the city, so there is a possibility that a weak attacker could have trouble getting at everything in the city there. So this is typically the types of things at larger bases where we want to get some witches in there, but drags the job just fine. And there's another one he cleared, and then yeah. So this was Gobble's attack. So he's starting to run Go Wipe at TH8, and you'll see here same old with the Tripper crowd of pop the CC, get the dragon out, and drop 2 poisons on it, and then works his way through there. A couple of rages, might have spread his spells out a little bit more, But really, there's you can't complain about a 3-star outcome, and yeah, obviously, obviously got that taken care of. All right. So yeah, that was the main events for this war. Overall, nice result. We're really outgunned in DC at the moment, but we're hanging in there. It's a clan that doesn't have a whole lot of war wins, so we get a few good hits in there, and we might be able to do something with that one. All right, I'll go ahead and get this uploaded. Cheers.